The Pygmalion Effect, how expectations shape reality. Imagine being told you're gifted, even if you're average. Now imagine your grades, confidence, and performance suddenly start rising. You begin acting smarter, speaking up more, and taking more risks. Why? Because someone believed in you, and your mind responded accordingly. This is the mysterious and powerful Pygmalion Effect, a psychological phenomenon that shows how other people's expectations can actually alter your behavior and outcomes. Whether you realize it or not, your potential is being shaped every day, not just by your own beliefs, but by the silent assumptions of those around you. Let's dive deep into this fascinating mind trick that turns belief into reality. What is the Pygmalion Effect? The Pygmalion Effect is a psychological phenomenon where higher expectations lead to better performance, and lower expectations lead to worse performance. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in action. The term comes from Greek mythology, where Pygmalion, a sculptor, fell in love with a statue he carved. He believed in its beauty so deeply that the statue came to life. In psychology, this idea was first studied in the classroom, and what researchers found shocked the world. The groundbreaking study, Rosenthal and Jacobson, 1968. In one of the most famous psychology experiments of the 20th century, researchers Robert Rosenthal and Lenore Jacobson tested the Pygmalion Effect in a real school setting. Here's what they did. They gave elementary school students an IQ test. Then they randomly selected a few students, regardless of their real scores, and told their teachers that these kids were intellectual bloomers, expected to show significant growth soon. At the end of the year, those same students scored significantly higher on IQ tests and performed better in class. What? The teachers expected them to succeed, so they subconsciously treated them differently. More attention, more encouragement, more challenging material, more patience with mistakes. The students absorbed those beliefs and started performing better, not because they were inherently smarter but because someone believed they were. How the Pygmalion Effect works. The feedback loop. The Pygmalion Effect operates in a simple but powerful loop. Expectations are formed. Someone, like a teacher, boss, or parent, forms an opinion about your potential. Behavior is adjusted. They treat you according to that belief, giving more praise, trust, or support if the expectation is high. Performance changes. You internalize those cues and begin to perform at the level expected. Expectation confirmed. Your success confirms the belief, and the cycle continues. This works in both directions. If someone expects you to fail, they may unconsciously offer less support, give less feedback, pay less attention, and your performance suffers, fulfilling their low expectations. Real-life examples of the Pygmalion Effect. This phenomenon isn't just for classrooms, it's everywhere. 1. In education. A teacher believes a student is gifted, so they challenge them more. The student rises to meet the challenge and outperforms others. 2. In the workplace. A manager thinks an employee has leadership potential. They give them more responsibility and opportunities. That employee becomes a leader because they were treated like one. 3. In parenting. A parent constantly tells their child, "You're so smart, I know you'll figure it out." The child builds confidence, tries harder, and actually becomes more capable. 4. In sports. A coach expects an athlete to be the team's MVP. They train them harder, push them more, and that athlete ends up performing at a higher level than expected. 5. In relationships. If your partner believes you're thoughtful and loving, you tend to act that way more often. Their expectations shape your behavior. The Golem Effect, the dark side of expectations. While the Pygmalion Effect shows the power of positive expectations, the reverse, called the Golem Effect, reveals what happens when expectations are negative. If a teacher thinks a student is lazy, if a boss assumes an employee is incompetent, if a parent believes their child will fail, those expectations become a mental prison, shrinking confidence and killing potential. In this way, expectations can limit or expand someone's future, often without a single word being spoken. Why your brain is wired for self-fulfilling prophecies. Humans are social learners. From the moment we're born, we take cues from how others treat us. If we're told we're capable, we tend to believe it. If we're told we're not enough, we tend to internalize that too. The Pygmalion Effect works through several powerful psychological mechanisms. Confirmation bias. We focus on evidence that supports our beliefs. Behavior mirroring. We subconsciously mirror the treatment we receive. Identity shaping. Expectations shape the way we see ourselves. How to use the Pygmalion Effect to your advantage. The good news? Once you're aware of it, you can harness the Pygmalion Effect to create real change, in yourself and others. 1. Set high expectations without pressure. Believe in people's potential, and let them know you do. The simple act of saying, "I know you can do this," can alter someone's confidence permanently. 2. Challenge the negative narratives. Ask yourself, am I underperforming because of my own limiting beliefs, or someone else's? 3. Surround yourself with believers. Choose mentors, friends, and partners who see your potential, and remind you of it regularly. 4. Watch how you treat others. If you're a parent, teacher, coach, or manager, your words matter more than you know. Assume growth, not limits. 5. Be mindful of self-talk. Your expectations of yourself are the most important of all. Speak to yourself as if you're capable, worthy, and growing, because you are. Conclusion: belief is power. The Pygmalion Effect reveals a deep truth about human psychology. We often become what others believe we can be. Your future is not just written by your choices, but also by the invisible expectations of those around you. Every compliment, every doubt, every belief passed down by parents, teachers, and peers, it shapes your story. The question is, whose expectations are you living up to, or down to? When you begin to believe in yourself the way a great mentor would, you stop waiting for permission. You stop shrinking to fit someone else's view. And you begin creating your own reality, one that rises to meet your highest expectations.